This is the fourth video dealing with chalk and wire. This particular video we will label as the mid-program review requirements. I'm going to go in just like we normally go into, and you can go in under hit this part here and get to the dashboard, or you can just get rid of that and go right to the portfolios and then go to my portfolios. Now if you open it up, it'll pop up to that one. Get your particular portfolios at. Understand that in mid-program review that we're looking to jumpstart your portfolio. If you had 633, which all of you in building level or CPA had 633, and we set that up for you, so you had some of those things already taken care of. So let's go to the one we were working on, which is AAA Bangs, and we're just going to open the portfolio up. Now let me contrast this. This will be the same with the CPA. It'll be the same with the special ed, but the table of contents will be different. But all the tabs are the same on that part, but the table of contents is a little different, and what you put in it is a little different. The building level, we're working to prepare ourselves for the SLLA test. Now at the district level, however, we're looking to prepare ourselves for the SSA exam. And that assessment is real similar to the other aspect because it uses the ISLEC standards, and I want you to be aware of that. When you come in to defend, those are some things there that we had talked about in the earlier video. Now the mid-program review is a review of those particular artifacts, and each standard we would like to have one artifact under each standard, and we would like for you to finish that in your first internship. If you're in the spring internship, it will be a March 1. If you're in the fall internship, it will be October 1. That we want you to have it shared with us, and then we can look at it, view it, and make sure you're in good shape to move on to the second internship. We feel like this is such an important part that you learn how to write a written defense, and that you learn how to understand why you put it under those particular that particular standard and element. That we won't let you go on until you do get at least one under each one of those, and so that is imperative. Now if I go back over here and I show you this particular sheet, you're aware of it. This is the building level portfolio requirements, and this sheet is a very handy sheet to have. You'll want to keep this with you, make a copy of it, and then start penciling in where you can put your titles to your written defenses, and start that process going now. And then if you get in later and you get another artifact that's stronger, then you can erase that one, put in another one, and then start moving those around. But when you come to defend, you'll bring a copy of this, 4 copies of it actually, one for each one of the people sitting on your committee, and that way they can understand what you're doing. But in the mid-program review, we're just putting one under each one of those standards, and that will fulfill that requirement. But also writing the written defense on it will be a big factor. So I'm going to move away from that. And now with the district level, I'm going to talk to you district level people, that we've added another internship to that, so it would be really good that you start working on your mid-program review, so to speak, at the district level, and have at least 6 in there as well after you finish the first internship, the 775-0, and then 775-1. Well, it's not 0, it's just 0 credit, and then it's the second internship, 775-2, is where you get your credit for that. But that's where you're also going to defend, and that's what we'll talk about in the 5th video, is preparation for that final defense. Now I would like to take and talk to you about what a good portfolio would look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on here and I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and I'm going to pull up one that I think is a pretty solid portfolio. And I've gotten permission from her to share this with you. And this is a building level one, but it does talk about the format and how to write a written defense. So I'm going to go in here, and we're going to Susie Gooch, who, and I may have shared this with some of you, but we're going to go to her portfolio, and I'm going to just show you what hers looks like. First of all, just a real quick look at her introduction. She's got her picture, she's got some background information, and that's what she would tell the committee when she comes in to defend. And then she's got an educational philosophy, and then she's got her resume attached. So those are the things right there that are essential items in the introduction page. This is the first 3 minutes of her that she comes in to talk to the committee, and then she would go right then to the well, we would do it in a preview mode, and I can go ahead and do that so you can see what it looks like. But let me just show you a couple of these things here to start with. Under vision, mission, and goals, there's where she's got these pieces right here that we're going to look at, and that's just the standard itself. And now we're going to go to high expectations. She's got a well-written title underlined at the top. She's got one paragraph that talks about the standard itself. This is very, very, very important. Talk about the standard first. They're wanting to make sure that you understand the standards and that you have a deep understanding of each. And then the second part, you'll talk about the artifact and how that played a part and what you think about it as far as meeting that particular standard and element. The third paragraph ties them together. And then if you'll scroll down, you'll see that she's got her artifacts in here, and she can have more than that. She can have 1, 2, 3, she can have 15 artifacts, and there may be tables in there from Excel spreadsheets per grade on that. So that gives you an idea. And the next thing would be, let's go to a preview mode so we can see what that looks like. So if I go to preview mode, we'll look at hers, and she's got that particular screen there. And let's just go to there's what it would look like when she presents in the preview mode. And then here's vision, mission, and goals, and there's what it looks like there for that. And then she would come down, and now she's going to talk about the standard first, and then she may even cover all three of these things. I'll try to cover that a little bit more as far as the defense. But you're going to put one artifact under each standard in for the mid-program review. And if I go to the second one here, let's just see what she has for strong professional culture. She has a special education professional development piece. She's got the artifact here. She's got a well-written, it's very important that your title connects the element, which is professional culture. She says creating strong professional culture through the creation of an engaging professional development for special education. So she has used that. Now what does this do? Well, it supports teacher learning and shared commitment to the vision, to the vision and goals. And that's what element A deals with under 2A. Now that's what she's got under that. Now let's go to 3 now. Standard 3, we're going to go to, let's just go to element C. This has something to do with safety. Certainly it does. So she's got one well-written defense statement that talks. The statement is this. First of all, she's got a good title. That title is what goes on in this element title piece here. That title, and this paper will expand all the way down. So you'll want to make sure that the title of it goes right in here, and that will again expand down. And then you put that way the committee can see that particular artifact certainly fits underneath that standard. So that's a very important piece right there. You're going to write three different paragraphs in there, and the first paragraph should talk about the standard itself. The second paragraph talks about the artifact. The third paragraph talks about, see, and she's got 4 different artifacts in here. But the third paragraph talks about tying the two together. And then, so she's defending why she put this here. we could go in here and say this particular artifact goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. That's not what we're about. We're about you gaining some deep understanding of why and why you put it there. And that way you'll grow as you learn these standards, and the standards will become more and more clear of the importance of them. And so one under this one under the next one, all the way down through the top 6. Now if you look on this piece of paper here, you'll notice that the standards, there's 6 standards in the ISLE from the 2008 piece and the 2011. There may be a change to that eventually, but right now that's what we're using, and there are 3 artifacts under each one later, but right now for mid-program review you just need 1 artifact with a well-written defense under each standard, and then you will get an email back from us stating that you have passed your mid-program review. So if I were to look on here right now and I click under here her mid-program review, and there it is. There's a letter from me. She's already copied that in there, and she shows the date on it when she passed the mid-program review. So that's what you're looking to get from us to get through mid-program review, but 1 under each standard. And I'll talk about the chalk and wire preparation for final defense in the next video.